Well, you would know more than me.
He'll do a sentence.
Yeah, so sometimes I'll go, I'll say like, JJ and I.
Me.
No, JJ and I.
And me.
JJ and I.
And me.
And what about you?
We'll do it across the trailer. I'll be like, yeah, she went to the store with JJ and I. I'll be like, and me. He's like, no, you weren't at the store. It was I.
I'll say, yeah, no, he certainly knows better than me. No, me. Not you, me. We're talking about me. Stop making everything about you!
Whoa, Jesus, take it easy! You're scaring Jensen and me.
No.
My daughter has to my text, so I understand.
Gotcha.
Aren't you supposed to do your daughter's texts?
No, she does it to mine. She's in the stands over there.
Got it. What's up, daughter? I'm just pointing.
Okay.
What was the question?
Where's Charlie?
Yes.
Yes.
Charlie is in purgatory helping Benny.
She's kicking some serious ass. Thanks, darling.
All right.
Hi, Jared Jensen. My name's Richard.
Hey, Richard.
I've been a fan since the beginning. Imagine my surprise when my hometown of Hibbing, Minnesota has been on 2 episodes. Graduated in 05 and you do not sound like that. That's more like the Canadian version.
Well, it's the Canadian playing the part, so...
My question is, have you guys ever actually been to Hibbing or anywhere on the Iron Range?
I have not. I would love to. How far away is it from here?
3 hours.
Okay. No way. There's probably not a big airport. You probably just fly here and drive.
Actually, I live down here now, but
Yeah.
it's a lot like the first episode of Hibbing, but not quite that bad.
No, sure. I'd love to.
I don't believe you. I'll check it out myself.
One of my personal dreams or hopes, I don't want to call it a dream or a hope because it involves the show ending, but when the show has its true swan song, I would love to go visit some of these cities that we've had in these episodes. I'd love to visit the Midwest and First things first, we gotta make it to Lawrence. I'm dying. Yeah, someone's dying. That was a death knell. Yeah, thanks, brother. Thanks, Richard. Yeah. You're the first Richard I've ever met that I've enjoyed. How's it going, brother?
My first con, and I'm here with 2 guys that I've been mentoring actually for the past 10 years. So they affectionately call me Bobby.
Nice.
So my question...
Are y'all hunters? Yeah.
one of them's single, so he's on the hunt, ladies.
Gotta say, man, you should like your odds right now.
I've been telling them that all weekend. Okay, my question is... being a mentor to, now they were young, and now they're young men, did you guys have any role models or mentors in your early life that really helps propel you along in your life?
Yeah, what'd she say? I did, yeah. The obvious is my father. Another is my brother, believe it or not. And then I had a high school drama teacher, and a lot of the schools in our city, in our district, in our region, were doing very theatrical, like, here I am to enter, but he was very much, I don't want to call him a small-time director, but he was a bad stage director, because he wasn't, if someone's sitting in the very top, he wasn't like, I need you to walk in and say, you, it's time for you to cut. Like, it was all about, what are you thinking? What are you feeling? Like, just sit there, listen, and react. And I think it really kind of formed my acting style, because I'm not a very showy actor. I was talking earlier, like, I don't like doing comedy, because I feel like I'm, like, da-da-da-da-da-da. So I would rather feel it. I would rather take it and let it swim around in my psyche as Sam, and then react in kind. So I think he would be another mentor I had at a young age.
He and I are both very fortunate that our dads were very present in our lives, and so that I would say the mentorship from our fathers was probably the most influence. However, there were other folks along the way. One that comes to my mind was in junior high school. One of my coaches, Coach Malcolm. This guy was there was just a temperament about him. He taught lessons in a way that really stuck with me. He kind of looked and sounded and acted like Ed Harris, to kind of give you a. So he was a firm and disciplinarian type of coach, but there was a love in his voice that was felt, and it was honest and earnest, and the way he taught lessons they were great, and they stuck with me to this day, and he was he just had a good influence, and that was those years in your life, in a young man's life, the 14, 15, 16-year-old, you're very impressionable, and I was glad that I had people like him, and there were a few others too in my life at that time. Yeah.
Thanks.
I know you represent a lot of us in this, but over 30 years fighting the fight, always keep fighting, man.
Amen. Always keep fighting. Y'all are lucky fellas to have a cool mentor like that.
Hi, my question is, when you guys were filming with Matt Cohen and Jeffrey Dean Morgan, was there a prank ever done to you guys or to them?
I mean, there was one scene where Jeff, he'd been shooting like 12 hours on Grey's Anatomy. And then he got on a plane and took like an overnight and flew up to Vancouver, and then had a full 12-hour day straight. So he had it's like 24 hours of work with about 2 hours of sleep. And he was spent. He's probably told you this story. But the scene was the three of us in a room, and he had a ton of dialogue. And so they just started posting his dialogue around the room on cue cards and pieces of paper, anywhere he looked, the ceiling, anywhere. And so Jared and I just took to slapping the things on our foreheads, and in the middle of the take, it'd just be it'd be 3 words, and then he'd move on and look over at Jared just be holding it in front of us, unannounced, he's looking for it on the wall, and he's like, where did it go? Oh, Jared has it on his face.
Poor guy.
I know.
Really miserable.
But so yeah, doing anything more than that, pranking him would have just been unfair at that moment. But yeah, it's I know we kind of get the pranks kind of get talked about every now and again. There's not a whole lot of thought that goes into sabotaging somebody else's take. It just kind of happens organically.
With Misha. Yeah, he was directing.
Yeah.
He wasn't acting.
Yeah, he was directing. I mean, that deserves a pie in the face. But a lot of it is just kind of, spur of the moment, kind of messing with people. And I'm sure we've done it to almost everybody that's walked through the door.
There are certain times, and me as an actor, there are certain people and characters that I kind of have to stay in a certain vibe with. And I think anytime Matt's been on the show, it's been so weird for Sam, and I love Matt, but it's been so weird for Sam that I'm not method by any means, but I'm not as silly as, say,